Welcome back to another Alliance Wars. This time my Alliance for Loki is taking on Demonleague. And as for who I'm taking in, well, I'm going to take in kind of my somewhat normal trio of champions that I've been taking in the past few wars of Stark, Spidey, Blade, and Iceman. Now, I do mix it up. I do bring in other champions. OG Vision is a regular thrown in here. Sometimes Archangel, if I had magic, I might be using magic, that kind of thing. But I've taken a look at my path ahead here, and I think this trio is about as good as it gets, at least for my roster. So the first node up is Spider-Man here. But before I do this fight, and there's really nothing too special about this guy's node, but before I do this fight, I kind of want to show you the entire path here, just to let you in on like my general strategy for how I'm going to approach this path. So Spider-Man, Nightcrawler, then a 455 Mephisto, another Nightcrawler, Hyperion. I'm on the outer right side of path, if you could tell, and then Thor Ragnarok, followed by Juggernaut for the boss. So I'm basically going to be trying to conserve Stark Spidey for that Juggernaut boss. If I can get Stark Spidey there with full HP, then I could potentially one-shot that guy. Most bosses, I can't really say that because, yeah, most times it's Dormammu, and I kind of suck against Dormammu, but if I can actually make it to Juggernaut with full HP, then I can actually one-shot that dude. Now, I hate to say it, but I actually don't get a chance at Juggernaut, so I don't want to get your hopes up for seeing something like that, but I do have mini-boss action at least, so got that to look forward to. As for the first fight here, yeah, this first fight is nothing. It's a Spider-Man that has like 23,000 HP or something like that. I'm not even going to try to, you know, dodge his special one because I mean, I don't need to. The chip damage is really not that bad. It was doing like 5% or something like that per special. It was nothing, right? So moving on to the next fight. Next fight is going to be Nightcrawler. These earlier nodes on this path, they really don't have too much going for them. Kind of weak in the stats. Don't really have anything too special here. Got Plagued Mine, Enhanced Poison, which is fine. Mystic Ward, okay. Limber. I mean, I guess Limber could be a problem, especially with Nightcrawler here. But you know, of course, I've got Iceman to take away his evasion without relying on parry stuns. So this node's not going to be too difficult either. Just going to try to extend my my Frostbite. I think that's the one that takes away the evasion, right? The debuff from the special one. I'm gonna try to use this right at the end when the other one was expiring, just to get the most uptime on it as possible. Hopefully, I can get one more into that chain, and that will be enough to kill him. But I'm struggling to find an opening. Ah, darn. He, yeah, if I fired my special one right there, he probably would have evaded it. So I just held on to it. Not too bad. I just tap him a couple more times here and. Let those other debuffs tick away. He should drop, and he's down. Alright, so first two fights over. Again, these are definitely the easier fights for, you know, for my path here. But up next, we have that 455 Mephisto. So this could potentially cause a problem, right? Let's go ahead and jump on over to the next section of the map. And Mephisto, I think he's okay. I don't think he's that difficult to fight, but you know, of course, you could slip up against anybody. It doesn't matter who they are, and you could drop. But this node isn't too bad. It's 150 attack and health only. Plagued Mine. He's immune to bleed, which kind of sucks because I do want to use Blade for this, since he is a dimensional being. But it's not too bad because it's a 455 and he still only has 56,000 HP on this node. So I could really take in any of these three and probably do alright. But Blade is definitely going to be the best option of the three. Even though he's immune to bleed, he's still going to be the best option of the three. So yeah, let's go ahead and start out this fight. And the name of the game is just to not get caught by his special one. The special one for Mephisto is kind of rough on the timing. You can see though that I only did him 5 times and he's already down to, it was like 78%. But the special one has kind of a long reach on the initial part, and then you have to attack in very fast in the second part. What I like to do is only attack 4 times and then back out, and then I can usually dodge that first initial blast. And then the second part's just a matter of practice. Now, coming up right here, you can see he's about to go into his healing at 30%, and I'm going to make a little bit of a mistake here. I attack him once and back out thinking he's going to regenerate. Oof, then I get hit by a combo. I think I could have actually just kept attacking. I'm not sure how it works. I haven't really fought Mephisto that many times with Blade. I know I saw the regeneration, but then he didn't really regenerate, so I don't know if I could have kept attacking or if I did have to back out. Either way, the real mistake was getting caught, and him hitting me those 4 times. That really cost me a lot of life there. He is going to drop, but yeah, my blade took a pretty significant amount of damage. I was able to heal back some of it, but yeah, nowhere near enough to make up for what I lost. I don't need to really use Blade for too much of this war, though, so that's probably all right, as long as Iceman, as long as I don't lose too much HP with Iceman here. You know, basically I have Nightcrawler, Hyperion, and Thor Ragnarok left before Juggernaut. So again, trying to conserve Stark Spidey's HP for that Juggernaut boss. So I am going to continue to use Iceman for this. I mean, I would for this node anyway. It's a high crit node, 200 attack and health, and it's Nightcrawler. So I want to shut down that evasion. I'm going to go ahead and pop another 10% boost here, since you know, the last boost dropped off. Basically waited 5 hours to get full energy for this one, so, or to, you know, to finish the rest of this path. But alright, so we're going to go in here, and basically the same thing, same strategy as the other one. I'm going to just try to pop my special 1 before the other debuff drops off. This way I can shut down his evasion for as long as I possibly can. Man, I have the hardest time switching this guy, and I just barely get the cold snap. But I have such a hard time switching this guy, and just Nightcrawlers in general. Like, I'm trying to find that opening that I can attack into his block while I have that cold snap on him. But it's just not happening. It's just not happening. So, just going back to trying to play, you know, a little bit more defensive. I'm hoping that you know, he'll pop his special and I could just tap him or get some parries and stuff like that. But my parry game is so weak for this fight. I just cannot seem to land a parry. I almost got caught there. He almost got to a special 3, which wouldn't have been that bad since I have ice armor up. But he almost gets me there. He almost doesn't use that special at all. But I'm still just struggling to parry. I don't want to pop my special 1 because he's gonna evade it. Luckily, you know, he doesn't. His evasion for whatever reason wasn't really working so good anyway. So he really didn't evade too many of my attacks. So yeah, a little bit of luck there towards the end for him not kind of punishing me as I got trapped in the corner there. All right, so we got 2 more fights left, and I don't know if I'm going to continue to use, or I don't know if I'll be able to continue to use Iceman for the rest of this, since I did take a considerable amount of chip damage from having to block that Nightcrawler so much. This Hyperion is kind of a beast of a Hyperion for only a 550. I mean, he's got 150 attack, 200% extra health on top of that, Spite, and that leaves him with, you know, 75,000 HP and a whole mess of power gain. And I don't have any power controlling champions, so we're going to go in here with Iceman, just try to survive as best as possible, try to bait out those specials as quickly as possible, and also, yeah, if I get hit with a special 3, try to use my special 3 right back. But yeah, you can see that my ice armor actually has Spite active for him at all times, so this dude has just an absolute crazy amount of power gain going for him. I think this is the first time I've ever fought a Hyperion with Spite active, so yeah, I didn't even know how this interaction worked. But yeah, ice armor, that is not a passive, that is a buff that is giving him constant power. So I'm baiting him out pretty good here, but again, it's a long fight because he has 75,000 HP. If my Iceman was a 5-star, then it wouldn't be a big deal, but 75,000 HP for a 4-star Iceman is actually kind of a lot to chip through. He's being cooperative with me, throwing those specials. I just need him to keep this up for, you know, another 50 hits or so, and then I can drop him. I'm going to try to save my special 3 in case he doesn't feel like throwing his specials and he gets to a special 3. And then I'll have to answer right back with a special 3 to gain that ice armor and just to gain some ground. Oh no! That basically just spells disaster for me there as I get clipped. Trying to back out and get him to throw a special. That combo really killed me. I was hoping to get through this path without dying. Of course, you're hoping to get through Alliance War without dying. It's always like the main goal, right? Alright, so I'm down to 3%. And at this point, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through it. Like, I could have healed up at the beginning of this fight. I'm thinking, man, at this point I'm like, oh man, I should have just popped just a little potion, because that's all I need is just a little bit more HP to play around with. But yeah, now he's already pushed me back against, you know, my side of the screen here, left side of the screen. He's throwing the special, so I'm thinking, alright, you know what, I actually have a chance to pull this out. Come on, dude. Come on, dude, throw a little bit more specials. Come on, man. Throw that special too. No, he doesn't throw the special too. Alright, so I'm gonna drop here. He's gonna kill me with that special 3, so I just fire off my special, and I do die to a recoil right there. So yeah, recoil. While it did kill me there, you know, that's the only damage that I took from suicides that entire fight. So, you know, he wouldn't have been even close to dying if I didn't have the suicides active. So I probably would have died regardless. All right, gonna finish this up. I was really trying to save this Dark Spidey, and I'm not gonna throw him in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Blade into this fight just to finish him up, because I'm thinking about the rest of my path. It's basically Thor Ragnarok and Juggernaut, and I don't plan on bringing Blade to either of those fights, but both of those fights are going to be both of those fights are going to be Stark Spidey fights at this point. Because yeah, I'm not going to revive my Iceman either. I much rather fight the last two with Stark Spidey, and if need be, again, I don't get a chance at Juggernaut, but if needed, my planning was to just heal up Spidey to get that chance if I took a lot of damage here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take on this Thor Ragnarok. And Thor Ragnarok, he's not too bad. Luckily we had those that Valor event that gave me a lot of practice against this guy. But he still does have 151,000 HP. This is a mini-boss, 200 attack, 300 health. He is a level 455. He's immune to debuffs. So there's a lot going for him. But basically I'm just going to build up some poise charges. And you guys are going to see some real BS in this fight, man. The first mistake is going to be mine, which, you know, building up these poise charges, trying not to get back to the wall. I should have just baited out and started attacking here instead of getting this close to the wall. I should have just sacrificed the poise charge, but I get nailed there. I forget that it's kind of a delayed double heavy attack thing. Now watch my poise counter right here, though. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. What is that, man? How am I losing a poise every single hit? All my damage that I just built up, it's all gone, and it's still going. I'm down to 1 poise charge now. Like, what? I had 10. Like, I should have been good for the rest of the fight. But he's about to get to the 20th hit, so pop the special. That's really the only thing you have to watch out for Thor, is that as he's getting closer to having 20 charges, you need to pop your special immediately as soon as he gets to that 20th charge to be able to shut down that power gain. So yeah, poise is all busted for this fight. This fight would have been over by now, or at least close to it, and yeah, it's not. I'm going to hit him 5 more times. He has 19 charges, so now I have the choice to either attack once into him and use a special attack immediately, or just do a 5-hit combo special, hope to kill him, and it does. So yeah, made the right call there. I was a little bit worried about that one, that I wasn't going to do enough damage, but luckily it did enough damage to take him out. Alright, so that is going to do it for my contributions to this war. Again, I would have loved to, you know, kind of try to take on that Juggernaut. There's really not many bosses in this game that I have a chance at soloing. He might be the only one, but somebody else in my alliance took him out before I could even get a chance. I can't remember who did. Shout out to Ronan, possibly. He might have been the one that took him down. I'm not sure. Sorry if it was somebody else, but yeah, in any case, this war is over. Did die that one time, but we still did win, actually. So, yeah, shout out to just for Loki in general for being able to take down Demonleague. But I'm sure that's not the last time that we will be facing off against them. So, until next time, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.